right, so in this lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about volumes of prisms and cylinders. Okay. I know you guys are saying, oh, we haven't really learned or done much with volumes. We're going to do with a little bit with volumes in this chapter. Okay. So it says, perhaps the most important quantity measured for solid is their size, or better put, their volume. Basically, how much stuff can you get inside of the box? How much space is inside of box shape, whatever the shape is. Okay. So it would be, you should be very comfortable with the volume of the box, but let's start with that anyway. Okay, so a rectangular prism or a box has a length of 8 inches, has a width of 4 inches, and has a height of 5 inches. So it says, what is the area of the base of the box? Use appropriate unions. Okay, so the base of the box is this part here. Okay, this darker one. So the area is equal to length times the width. Well, the 8 is the length, width is 4. So the area is equal to 32 squared inches, or inches squared. Okay. Now it says, what is the volume? Well, the volume is basically the area times the height. How much of the area for this two-dimensional shape has so it's basically taking the area of the two-dimensional shape and multiplying it by however many of them fits on the height. So you take the volume, so the volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. Okay, so the area of the base is 32 and the height is 5. So the volume is going to be basically 32 times 5, which is 160. And this is going to be inches cubed. So inches squares means that it's going to be area. Inches cubed is the volume. So it says, although the procedure in exercise 1 seems like a formula, it's the very definition of volume. In other words, if you have a right prism, anytime we calculate the volume as, so you find the big B times the H, where the big B is the area of the base and height is the height of the prism. Here's exercise 2. Exercise 2 says a prism has a base that is an equilateral triangle whose side measures 6 inches and the height of the prism is 8 inches. What is the volume of the prism to the nearest cubic inch? Okay, so the top part is the base. So we know that it's an equilateral triangle and we know the base is 6 inches. Okay, so we know all 3 sides is 6 inches, but in order for us to find the area of the triangle, we basically have to we need the altitude, we need the height of the shape. Well, the altitude, when it's drawn from the vertex to the opposite side, equilateral triangles and isosceles triangles have the same feature, that when you draw the altitude, it's the perpendicular bisector. It's perpendicular to the base and it's also right angle. So I know that this side is cut into 2 equal pieces. So each side is 3. And we have a right triangle, so we can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where h is the height, is what I'm looking for, which is this piece here. So it would be a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So I know I have 3 squared plus b squared is equal to 6 squared. So 9 plus 25 is equal to 36. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So b squared is equal to 27 and b is equal to the square root of 27. Now you can leave that alone for just a second, just so you don't have to make that any, you don't need to change that anymore. But now I need to find the height. Oh, now I need to find the volume of the whole thing. Well, I know the height of the prism is 8 inches. So the volume is equal to 1/2 . Oh, I'm sorry. So the area, I made a mistake. I just found the height. Now I have to find the area. The area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. Well, the base is 6, right? So it's 1/2 times 6 times the square root of 27. Well, 1/2 times 6 is 3. So the area is equal to 3 square root of 27 inches squared. And now we can find the volume. So the volume is equal to the big B, which is the area, times the height. So the big B is 3 times the square root of 27, and the height is 8. So you're going to do, so remember, this kind of acts like a variable. So it's going to be is equal to 24 times the square root of 27. And then you're going to put that into your calculator. You're going to put 24 times the square root of 27 into your calculator. 24 times the square root of 27. And that's going to be approximately, that's 124.70765, blah, blah, blah. And then they want you to round to the nearest cubic inch, so they don't want any decimals. So the volume is going to be 125 inches cubed. And then the last one down here is a cylinder is a solid that follows the same rules as a prism because it has a constant cross-sectional shape and area. Explain why the volume of a right cylinder is given by pi r squared times h. Well, the base here is a circle. So here the base is a circle. Base is equal to a circle. And you have to remember that you want to find the area of the base. So the area of the circle is equal to pi times radius squared. It's supposed to be a radius, sorry, r. So then the volume would be the area times the height. Well, in this case, the area is pi r squared times h. So it's the area times the height.